thunder of jets in an open sky, a streak of gray, and a cheerful...
A loop, a whirl, and a vertical climb, and once again, you'll know it's time for the adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and friends.
Starring that supersonic speedster, Rocket J. Squirrel, with his pal Bullwinkle the Moose, and a host of others.
Hurry, Bullwinkle! The show's about to start!
I'm coming as fast as I can.
Wave to the people!
Yay!
Now what are you doing?
Signing autographs. Let's see. John Smith.
But your name is Bullwinkle.
I know, but that's hard to spell.
We're gonna have a lot of fun. Come on and join us.
Sure, there's always room for one more.
Well, when Rocky joined the Bumbling Brothers Circus, he never thought he'd wind up tied to a stake by a band of hostile Indians.
Oh, well, that's showbiz.
Soon, Big Chief come. Decide what we do with you.
Well, if he don't hurry, there's only one thing he can do with me.
Huh?
Serve me with an apple in my mouth.
Thought networks say no cannibalism on TV.
Oh, it's all right to talk about it. You just can't do it.
That network, all right. All talk, no do.
Meanwhile, Bullwinkle, who had been chasing a disguised Boris through the desert, saw the glow of the fire and headed toward it.
That must be him. Should be just on the other side of this big Rocky.
Bullwinkle!
Looks like they're giving you a big league hot foot.
Squirrel waiting for Big Chief to get here.
Well, I'll go see if I can find him. Oop.
You wait too.
Well, if you insist.
But our boys didn't have to wait long.
It's him, Big Chief, skunk who walk like man.
You Sarret. How? And like that?
Blackbird capture squirrel, like you say. Moose just ad lib.
Hey, what's all this about, Rock?
I told you I knew why it kept raining on our circus.
Yeah? Why?
Because those Indians are rain dancers is why. And that big chief fella's been following our circus, doing rain dances every time we wanted to put on a show.
And now we're going to make big sacrifice to Great Spirit. Toasted moose.
And the Indians set fire to the branches underneath Bullwinkle.
Now we have big celebration.
It looks bad, Bullwinkle.
Oh, what the ding-dong, Rock. No use spoiling the party. Live it up, I say. Hey, fellers. A celebration like this just don't happen every day.
You crazy, Bullwinkle.
So let's have a ball. Come on, chillin'. Everybody dance.
And hauling out his trusty hummercomb, Bullwinkle struck up a lively tune. Immediately, the Indians began a wild dance.
Oh, poor Bullwinkle. He's crazy with the heat.
It certainly seemed so, but the musical moose went on playing as the flames leaped higher and higher. And then suddenly...
Bullwinkle, it's raining.
Of course. These Indians are rain dancers, aren't they?
Hey, that's right.
And I figure by now, they got a good cloud burst whipped up.
It's raining. The fire's going out. Stop the music.
Too late. The fires were out cold.
You plenty hep moose. Blow crazy comb.
Thanks a lot.
We gonna miss you.
Miss us?
Sure. Big Chief say sacrifice. He mean sacrifice.
You Sarret, sport.
That voice. Where have I heard that voice?
Maybe he's that Kimosabe feller.
No, he'd have a masked rider with him.
You mean like me, darling?
Great gobs of goo rock. It's him or her.
Okay, boys, ready with the bow and arrows.
They're gonna arrow size us, Rock. What can we do?
Nothing.
How come?
Because the masked rider and the faithful Indian friend are always on the side of law and order.
You mean...
I don't know how it happened, Bullwinkle, but we must be the bad guys.
Funny, we're not wearing black hats.
And Boris's band of Indian archers drew a bead on our two heroes. Don't miss our next arrowing episode of... That's a good one.
Come on. It's the end of the episode.
Oh, boy.
The next episode is Flaming Arrows.
Or Bullwinkle meets his match.
Harrowing episode.
And now,
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
again,
Nothing up my sleeve. Presto! No doubt about it. I gotta get another hat.
Now here's something we hope you'll really like.
Enjoy your lunch, son?
Oh, hi, Pop. This isn't lunch.
So I can see. Candy, wasn't it?
Uh-huh. I was going to give it to my girl for Valentine's.
Instead, you gave it to your stomach.
Well, she doesn't like me anymore. She's got a crush on Butch Croesus.
Well, I should think you'd be heartbroken.
Well, I was. For about 5 minutes.
Junior, you have just displayed a perfect illustration of one of my favorite adages, to wit, time heals all wounds.
And now comes the fable, right?
Right. This one is entitled The Owl and the Wolf. There was once a wolf who had an uncontrollable passion for clocks. Clocks of any kind, wristwatches, sundials, anything, so long as it told the time.
Oh, man, them tic-tics, ain't they the most?
Now, this wolf was a highly unsavory character, for you see, he'd come by those timepieces illegally.
10 o'clock. Time for me to go to work.
Work was highway robbery in the strictest sense.
Stop! I am the masked clock.
Usually, the coaches stopped.
How about that? An express?
And sure enough, the next one did.
Your clocks are your lives.
Please, sir, all I have is this egg timer given to me by my mother.
Like that's tough, Turtle.
And the cruel wolf took his booty and departed. Now, during the day, the wolf worked in a clock shop.
What time do you have, Wolf?
1:30, boss.
The boss was no fool. He knew that on the wages he paid the wolf, he could never afford an egg timer like that. Something was rotten in Denmark, which is where our story took place.
So, you suspect the wolf of being the masked clock, eh?
I do, Inspector.
All right. We'll set a trap for him and see what happens.
Oh, good afternoon, sir. Something I can do for you?
Yes, I'd like to know how much this alarm clock is worth.
The wolf could hardly control himself. Never had he seen a clock like this before.
Wow, a second hand, a third hand, and even a fourth.
Tell you what, I'll come back tomorrow and you let me know how much it's worth. Oh, and incidentally, I'll be on the midnight stage tonight.
It was an ingenious trap. If the wolf were the masked clock, he would definitely stick up the midnight stage, hoping to snare the alarm clock, and the inspector would be well prepared.
Halt! I am the masked clock.
The wolf was there, but the inspector wasn't. For the midnight stage he had referred to was the stage of the Midnight Theater, where he was appearing as a juggler. The following morning...
Oh, good morning, sir. I missed you last night. I mean, you're looking well.
About this alarm clock, Wolf, how much is it worth?
I can't tell you now, but I will tonight. I'll meet you on the midnight stage.
You guessed it. The inspector took the ride while the wolf juggled.
Look, Wolf, we can't seem to get together, can we?
It has been difficult.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, a masked bear appeared.
Pause up! I am the masked watch.
Clock.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're not. I am the masked watch.
Clock.
Before the inspector knew what was happening, the bear grabbed the coveted alarm clock and ran off.
Quick! We must stop him, the dirty thief.
You stop him. I got to juggle. Matinee today.
The wolf bought a ticket on the first stage leaving town. Strangely enough, so did his boss.
Why aren't you minding the store, Wolf?
I'm on the trail of the masked watch, that's why.
Masked clock, you mean?
Oh.
The stage rattled on over the countryside, that is, until it reached a certain obstacle.
It's the inspector.
Everybody out. Okay? One of you is a masked clock. Which is it?
Not I, sir.
Nor I.
Don't give me that. You see, I can tell which one it is by searching you and finding my alarm clock.
But the two suspects remained steadfast.
Look, there's something you should know. I loaded that alarm clock with TNT, and it's due to go off any second. Now confess, or we'll all be blown up.
The seconds ticked by, but the wolf and the bear refused to admit anything. Suddenly, the clock, which was in the bear's pocket, broke the silence.
Oh, my gosh, it's gonna go off. Here, take it, Inspector.
Ah, so you are the masked clock. No, sir, I am. Now, please, get rid of that thing before it goes off. Never fear. It isn't really loaded with TNT. I just said that to trick you.
Well, it may not have been loaded with TNT, but whatever it was, the clock certainly didn't work too well. The wolf, the owl, and the bear all went on to bigger and higher things.
It serves him right, Pop.
You bet it does. That's why I say time heals all wounds.
That's not what I say. I say time wounds all heals.
Ready, Rock?
You sure you know how to work that thing?
No. Anyways, here's what it was supposed to look like. Hello there. Today's poem is the beloved old nursery rhyme, Rocky My Baby. Rocky my baby on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks...
Hold it! Hold it! You out of your mind, Moose?
No more than usual, GJ.
All right, get that cradle down here.
But, GJ...
Look, this is a family show. No babies stuck in trees.
No.
We'd have the Baby Protection League on our necks in a minute.
Well, it's just a doll, really.
Who writes this stuff anyway?
Mother Goose.
Hello? Give me continuity. CP? We got a woman named Goose on the payroll. Uh-huh. Get rid of her. Yeah, the gander's gotta go, too.
But the poem...
Sorry, too much violence.
But I like violence.
You like violence? You mean you like explosions? Trees falling? People being hit in the head?
No, I like violence because they smell so nice.
And now it's time
for 5 or 6 baritone solos in the key of E.
But...
Ooh.
Now for another of our special features.
Should have tried E flat.
Region of Canada at the close of the 19th century, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police held fast to their tradition of we always get our man. Bleak, cold, lonely. Not a pretty place for a high-spirited girl like Nell Fenwick, daughter of Inspector Fenwick, commander of the post.
You, Dudley Do-Right's horse, are the only one who understands me. You know the longing, the boredom. If only once the Mounties would not get their man. If only once Dudley Do-Right would do wrong like some other men do. I need bright lights, laughter, gaiety. What I'm saying, horse, is that I want to go into show business.
But, Nell, you know how your father feels about show business.
Oh, why don't you go out and bring in a man or something?
Very well.
Realizing that her father would never allow her to go into show business, Nell put on a mask and left the camp.
All right. Where the Wheel of Fortune stops, nobody knows. Next contestant, please. Name, please.
I am the masked Ginny Lynne.
Go ahead, Miss Lynne.
Rather unusual voice quality, boss.
I'll say this is our chance to go straight again. Look, they're all sound asleep.
Keen.
You have just won the Major Snidely Amateur Hour. You get the grand tour with all expenses paid.
It's the masked Ginny
So Snidely with his masked Ginny Lynne swept the country. No town escaped the ruthless masked singer.
I really knocked him out in Toronto, eh?
Meanwhile, a man from one of the ravished towns wandered into the mounted police camp.
And, Inspector, you should hear this masked Ginny Lynne. Hoo-wee! Pretty square, eh?
Like the squarest.
Don't worry. As you know, the Canadian Mounties always get their man. You see, here comes a mountain now.
Nell, I did as you said. I got my man.
Dudley, how many times have I got to tell you? This is a dog. This is a man.
Oh, all right. You're under arrest.
No, not this man. Oh, well, never mind.
This is about the squarest Mountie I've ever seen.
That's right, sir. Square shooting, Dudley Do-Right at your service.
Dudley, how do you feel about Lawrence Welk?
Only terrific, Inspector. That's real toe-tapping music.
I thought so. Dudley, I have a little job for you. You are the only Mountie square enough to carry it off.
That's me, Inspector. Square and true, eyes of blue.
I want you to bring in the masked Ginny Lynne. And I know you can do it because...
Ta-da!
The Mounties always get their men.
But this is a woman, sir.
Go, Do-Right.
And so one night in Saskatchewan...
Snidely, there's a Mountie out there in the audience.
A Mountie, huh? Listen, baby, I want you to go out there and sing like you have never sung before. This'll put him to sleep. Did you put in the cotton, Barney?
Yeah.
Okay, then draw the curtain.
Oh, sing it, baby. Mama's little baby love, shortening. Oh, do-do-do-do-do-do.
Snidely, he ain't sleeping.
Well, then what's he doing?
He's enjoying it.
Oh, turn out the lights and call the law right now. Do-de-do-do-do-do-do. Miss Lynne, I certainly do enjoy your singing, but, well, you see, I'm a Mountie, square and true, so I really must...
Dudley, I thought I told you to go bring in a man.
Nell, then you're the masked Ginny Lynne.
Surprise.
So Dudley brought Nell, Snidely, and Barney back to the Royal Canadian Mounted Police Camp.
Well, Dudley, you finally did it. You brought in your man. Snidely Whiplash, the most wanted man in the territory of this glorious nation. But tell me, where's the masked Ginny Lynne?
Inspector, just wait till you hear her sing. She's a little old Florence Nightingale, that's what. And here she is, your own daughter, Nell.
Nell? I knew there was something missing around here. You mean, Nell, it was you?
You know, Father, how you've always held me back. Well, I got my break at last. I'm in showbiz. I'm a star. Just listen. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Oh, sing that thing. Shortening. Mama's little baby love shortening. Mama's little baby love shortening bread. Sorry.
Today's lesson is mighty important, remember?
Bullwinkle is a...
Not that lesson. This lesson.
Well, Rocky and Bullwinkle finally found out why it kept raining on their circus, all right. It seems they were the victims of an Indian rain dance tribe, headed by Chief Skunk, who walks like a man.
Or as we know him, Boris, bad enough.
But the information seems to have done them little, if any, good, for in our last episode they were tied to stakes while the Indians prepared to use them for archery practice.
This seemed like pretty chicken thing to do, Chief.
You kidding? I got orders straight from Great Spirit himself.
Oh, what reason he give for knocking off moose and squirrel?
No reason, it's just policy.
That figure. Well, unless Great Spirit gives sign, it all up with those two.
But at that instant, there was a rumbling roar, and the ground suddenly began to shake under their feet.
Hokey smoke, Bullwinkle.
Great Spirit angry, Chief.
It feels like an earthquake.
Looks like one, too.
Maybe we not supposed to harm moose and squirrel.
Don't be silly. Look, I'll do it myself.
And Boris loosed a flight of arrows at our friends, but he was jittering so much, and so were they, that every one of them missed.
They got charmed lives.
Charmed lives nothing. They just locked in again.
Luck had little to do with it, for that earthquake wasn't an earthquake at all.
That's sure a lovely sound.
It was really the thunder of a herd of circus elephants dashing to the rescue, directed by Hugo and Igo Bumbling.
I love the pattern of tiny feet.
We are coming, boys.
Yeah, hang on. Don't worry, we're not going anywhere.
And the elephants thundered through the camp, scattering Indians in every direction. In a trice, our friends were free again.
But I wonder whatever happened to the masked rider and his Indian friend.
Ayo, Jumbo,
Mr. Bumbling?
Yeah, as soon as we arrange room for these Indians to stay in.
Oh, that'll be easy. If we want a room for an Indian,
We just make a reservation. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, you know that joke?
We know all Indian jokes.
Who you think write Indian joke?
Indian comedians?
Sure. You never hear of Bob Hopi?
Redskin Skelton.
Phil Silver Hill?
Yeah, come to think of it, I'm part Indian myself.
You Indian?
You never hear of Sitting Bullwinkle?
Good show.
Well, that did it. The tribe agreed not to bother the circus anymore, and Rocky and Bullwinkle were made honorary Indian chiefs.
Now there's something you not see every day, Chauncey.
What that, Edgar?
Indian chief with bushy tail.
Oh, that not so strange, Edgar. Look next to him.
What?
Moose with feathers.
Ugh.
Well, it looked like happy days for the Bumbling brothers Big Top, but it wasn't clear sailing yet. For only a few days later, Rocky was called into the office wagon of Hugo and Igo Bumbling.
What is it, Mr. Bumbling and Mr. Bumbling?
Rocky, you've been in charge of the elephants all season?
Ain't?
Sure.
And you've been working for peanuts?
Right?
Well, if it's good enough for the elephants, it's good enough for me.
Rocky, we got something to say to you.
Oh, no, I don't want a raise.
You wouldn't get it.
Rocky,
You're fired.
Fired? Our Rocky? Preempted, yes. Cancelled, maybe, but fired, never.
Except this one.
That's impossible. Be sure to see our next indignant episode. It's in the bag, or Rocky gets the sack.
Well, it looks as if our time has just about run out.
Mine must be a little slow.
You got the credits, Bullwinkle?
All on this itty-bitty card. Oop.
We're late again, Bullwinkle.
Right.
Bye now. See you next time.